Welcome to Africa Entrepreneur. I just want to give the translation of the video that I posted on last Wednesday. I talk about a great idea that can be developed in the upstream of a poultry sector. This idea is something that I think if we get the idea, the detail, and we take about that serious, we can really launch successfully sustainable business in Africa. So the upstream is when you talk about upstream of value chain, is talking about providing the inputs, the equipment, the the financing. So for the poultry sector, what I'm proposing, the idea is, put a company that will provide the services in terms of providing chicks, providing counsel, advice in terms of the selection of the ingredient and the feed, also the veterinary product, and also when we're gonna have a poultry farm, we have to build like coops, all this stuff. We need to buy the equipment, all the material to build that. So the idea that I'm proposing is really to put in place a company that will provide the advice and assistance in terms of buying those stuff. So what is the problem in if you have to be in the business of farm poultry sector to know really what the main challenge the farmers have in that sector, because me and some friend, we have a farm in Togo, and we going through a lot of challenges, and based on the challenges and what right now we put in place to come up with those challenges, help me really now to give this idea, because we don't know, as a poultry farmer, you encounter when you order chicks, sometimes you get the wrong stuff. Instead of maybe you order like a Loman, once we order Loman and we get Novogen chicks. Also sometimes ingredient, when you order the ingredient, you get maybe sometimes they spoil, expire, all this stuff. And sometimes the price are very, very high, and this make your cost of production very high. And also the veterinary product, product that you're going to use to to treat the hens, all this stuff. Sometimes the chicken, you sometimes you get also expire product, or sometimes they don't come on time, all this stuff. The equipment also is the same time. Sometimes to buy the equipment, you get a high price, all this stuff, and this make the cost of the production high. So to succeed in the business, it's a great business, but you have to know a lot of stuff in terms of the production factor, in terms of planning, in terms of technical stuff. You have to have that really in mind. So what I'm proposing is in terms of a team, that to make this happen, you have if you are the one came up with the idea, and you don't have technical knowledge, experience in terms of poultry production, I suggest that you can have someone who has really experience, or who have that knowledge, to come together, and also I suggest also someone who has knowledge, experience in terms of agricultural equipment, training or experience, and work on that. That will be really good to have a team like this. So in your team, you need to have people who are great buyer and also a great seller, because you're gonna go to buy the stuff equipment from the vendor and also come to sell it to poultry farmers. So that the team that will the funding team need to have in terms of the technical or knowledge that or a requirement of just people in the team. So this is all that I'm proposing, and you do that, you can also have a great vendor. So in terms of operation plan. So in operation plan, what I'm proposing, you need to come up with a list of poultry farmer in the area of the company that you're going to put in place. Come up with that list. Know what they're going through as challenges in terms of purchasing of those ingredients or this equipment, all this stuff, and see what kind of solution that can be proposed, and you have that in terms for the poultry farmers. And also the vendor, you need to have a potential from a vendor, speak with them, have the laser, and see what kind of they're gonna, what kind of the condition that or the contract you can have with them. So the deal that I want to really I think is I'm proposing is, look, we have farmer, we have the problem. You're gonna be like someone in the middle, helping the farmer to get this stuff, and at a low cost, and also at the same time you get a sales to the vendor. So, and you're gonna make money. Sometimes you can put a small fee for the farmers, and also get a percentage of the sales from a vendor. It's kind of like, so that's what I say. You need to have people who know how to buy and sell the project so to the vendor. And I know this happens in some area of some sector, these people doing this kind of deal. So you have to have this kind of deal. So you do that, you have you're going to make money from farmers, and you make also money from a vendor. So put that in place in system, and this will really help farmers to lower down the cost. Also, make sure you have a good vendor. They provide the good stuff, quality, all this stuff. When you do that, you're gonna, this will be really great for our farmers, and you solve their problem. So that's what in terms of budget, what I think this doesn't need much money to invest. You just maybe around some 100,000, between 100,000 and 250,000 francs CFA will do the job. You just need money to register your company, just money to have the communication, and you have a small computer. If you don't have it, you can just buy a small computer, and you can and do the work. And the thing that I just want to give as a practical advice is, the first thing that if you want to put a company like this, you have to have honesty as your priority. Integrity is very key to succeed in that. If you have honesty, the founding team has to cultivate that, and also put in, and if later you're gonna put some a team that will help you to do this. Once you already cultivate in the founding team, that will translate in the other what do you call it? The other team member also will follow. So that's the first thing. And the second thing that my second advice is fulfillment of commitment. Once you agree that you're going to provide 1 ton of soybean to farmers, do it. You have to do it at the time that you said you're going to do it. Same thing to the vendor. When you provide them, you tell them you're gonna order such a quantity of this. You have to do it. So that is the fulfillment of commitment. Is second thing that I'm advising. The third thing that is customer service. Customer experience is really key to succeed in that. You have to have great customer experience with the farmers, also great customer, also the good relationship with the vendor. Once you do that, you will really succeed, especially with the farmer. Really great customer experience will really help you a lot. The fourth advice that I'm thinking you need to put in place some of the free services that you're going to provide, especially for to farmers. You needed to, like a kind of training that you can give them in their farm, and look, do also the visit. You're gonna make some visit, a regular visit, like maybe once a month or something like this. You visit and see how they do in terms of putting in place the equipment, all this stuff. Or if you do that kind of visit, this will really help you to be close to them and understand their problem and see how you can solve that. The third thing that I'm trying to the another thing that I'm trying to my advice is to have a great thing with all the stakeholder. You have to have put in place a kind of platform that all the stakeholder will be on, especially with the farmer, where they can come on that platform. They exchange experiences and also the problem that they're facing and how they're trying to solve that. So you need to have that platform. That can be a WhatsApp platform, or you can be a Facebook, that will be great. And I think this is the great idea, and if it's really well developed, this will be a successful business that we can put in place, and the farmer will get assistance. They will succeed. Well, yes, that's what I have as I talk about in that video in French. So I really wanted to give the English translation in English. So just want to thank you so much, and next week I will talk about an idea that can be developed in the middle of the value chain of poultry sector. And I think that's it. That's what I have. Thank you so much, and just want to ask you kindly, if you didn't subscribe to the channel, please do so. And also, if you like the audio, please give it a thumbs up. And also, if you have any comment, please comment. And also, a last thing that I want to ask you, share it as much as you can. This great idea can help other people who think to be in the business of poultry in the poultry sector. They can profit with the idea. I see you next week. Thank you so much. African Revolution, entrepreneurship revolution start now. Your brother Ouro.